JB.
Good morning everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Today we're in a place where I grew up in Sneinton. A few iconic landmarks what we're going to take in. But I thought we'd start off first with the most iconic, the old Northern Yard, where Nottingham's, I do believe, only serial killer dumped bodies in there. I think there were 3 to 4 homeless people, mainly women. Dumped them in there, left them there for a period of time. The old Northern Yard. And then across the road, there, another iconic landmark of Sneinton, the Dragon. We're going down that way into Sneinton as you see a few iconics, landmarks, possibly William Booth, the Windmill, and Bendigo. Let's go. As you can see, we're going down the old Mammoth Street. You wouldn't believe, to my right, that used to be the old Trickett scrapyard. Went on all the way for about just under a quarter of a mile, all the way to Trent Lane. Now it's an housing estate. Big one at that as well. Come down to the old Sneinton Hermitage. As you can see in front, the infamous food junction. I can honestly say, after many nights out, I did frequent that premises. That's been going for a long time. Sneinton Hermitage. Wow. Our times have changed. Our times have changed. Here we are at one of Sneinton's iconic landmarks. Bendigo. Bendigo the Boxer. This used to be a public house, a very popular one in the day, 70s, 80s. Always packed to capacity. Very iconic pub. And another interesting fact, in the back, I think it was the only pub in Nottingham with its own skittle alley. I can honestly say I played in it a couple of times, but it used to hold matches and I do believe tournaments back in the day. I don't think we can go in and have a look, it's all bolted up. Yeah, Bendigo, the iconic Boxer. Public house, the Bendigo. Since its closure in, I think it's middle 90s or late 80s, I'm not sure. It's become a restaurant, warehouse. By the looks of it now, it's flats. Very sad to see a great landmark, iconic landmark, Bendigo. Another iconic landmark of Sneinton, Green's Windmill, Science Centre. Falling into disrepair by the looks of it, which is a real shame. Interesting fact about this, in 1984, on my last day of senior school, I didn't go to school. Me and a couple of friends come and sat on the wall down there where the park is now, and we're watching them put the sails on. May 1984, with the cranes and everything. No, it's quite sad really. It's like it's fallen into a bit of disrepair. Another iconic landmark is Sneinton. It'd be nice to see it refurbished and up and running. Yeah, let's go on to the next one. Windmill. Gates are open. Busted in. God, I ain't been in here since I was a kid. Hidden away in Nottingham is the Salvation Army founder, Mr. William Booth. Don't know much about Salvation Army, but the gate were locked. I've had to sneak in, take a photo. William Booth, founder of the Salvation Army, Nottingham Place, hidden away off Sneinton. There's no plaques or anything. Tell you what, let's go and walk down Sneinton, right down Sneinton. Born and raised in here, used to cycle around here all the time on my BMX racer. And I think coming down these roads, I ain't cycled down this road for 40 years. Wow. Absolute wow. Sneinton. Another iconic landmark on the right, Chester Public House. Shut down, turned into a mosque. Massive diverse culture now in Sneinton now. Full now of takeaways, barber shops. In my day, there was only one barber shop. The Dale Centre. Before the Dale Centre, police station, which is I still believe is around the back, used to be a disused petrol station. And there on the forecourt, in the early 80s, we turned it into a BMX circuit with jumps and everything on my little rally burner. I think we were jumping over barrels and everything there. But it's turned into a library. Right, let's go. On Sneinton now. Sadio's St Bernadette School in the 80s. The famous steps. Me and a friend of mine, Gary, got the nickname the Whisky Boys. The story was, we acquired a bottle of Bell's whiskey. I still don't know where we got it from. Went to the Chinese, got some cups. We strutted up here on a Saturday night about 6 o'clock, thinking we were the men. I think it was only 14, 15. We sat there, swigging Bell's whiskey. Truth is, I think after a couple of sips, I can't remember the rest of the night, and no one's seen us for a week after, and that's why I think, and that's why we got the name the Whisky Boys. According to reports, it were at 8 o'clock we were flaked out, drinking whiskey. I've never touched it since. I'm in my late 50s now, I've never touched whiskey since. The Whisky Boys Seat. A few interesting facts about Sneinton. I'm sure other people watching this will say there's more. drop me a link in below. I want to explore. Right, Tour of de Sneinton done. New cycle path for it. Lovely. Bit hilly Sneinton is. 9 miles. Cool.